Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy today I'm joined by
Perseverance, guys.
We're going to be checking out 10 biggest difference between Sunni and Shia Muslims. Guys, this was highly recommended. I have
Check this out.
I have a subscriber that I'm always telling to check it out. I checked out the other one, it was 8 different reasons. And he pointed it out that there's still another one, which is this that I haven't checked out. Please, I'm letting you know that I'm checking this out now. So guys, without further ado,
Let's get started.
Many Muslims would say that there is no division in Islam. There's just Islam and that's it. However, when it comes to organized religious differences, there are fundamental differences in the beliefs and practices of Sunni and Shiite, also known as Shia Muslims, that cannot be ignored. Welcome back, guys, to FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and in this episode, we're going to be exploring the differences that has produced two groups who identify as Muslim, Sunni and Shia. So let's get into the differences starting right now, starting at difference number 10, and that is the Prophet Muhammad's successor. This is considered to be the dominant difference between Shia and Sunni Muslims. In Shia Islam, they hold that Ali ibn Abu Talib is the appointed successor to the Islamic Prophet Muhammad, and he's the head of the Muslim community. However, Sunni Muslims hold on to the belief that Abu Bakr was actually the first Muslim leader after the Prophet Muhammad based on election. The difference at number 9 is the difference in the afterlife philosophies. There's a whole lot to say about this, but let's try to keep it as simple as possible. Both Sunnis and Shiites believe that in the afterlife, there's either paradise or hell. Now, the split comes when deciding on how somebody actually gets to heaven or hell. For Shias, if one believes and follows the Prophet Muhammad as well as the 12 Imams, then paradise is guaranteed for them. However, Sunni Muslims believe that they must have faith in Allah, His prophets, believe in the righteous deeds presented in the entire Quran, as well as accept Muhammad as the final prophet in order to have a chance at attaining paradise. But even if you do all of the above, you're still dependent on the mercy of Allah. Let's talk about self-flagellation. This is a big one. So Sunnis disagree with the practice of self-flagellation so much that they view it as a sin, like a big sin. They do not even participate in the act in any capacity, in any way, shape, or form. Now over to the Shias, they practice self-flagellation to commemorate the martyrdom of Hussein. And these acts, they consist of flogging your own back, hitting your chest with your hands, or using knife or chains or other sharp objects. Now, we're not going to show images because some of them get very graphic, but as you can imagine, this practice can be very painful for someone to experience. The difference at number 7 is the worship at graves. Sunnis strongly oppose the idea of praying at grave sites, and it's viewed as shirk or a major sin because they're relying on someone other than Allah for their help. Shias, on the other hand, they are totally fine with the practice and they actually encourage it. There are some varying beliefs about this though, but touching or kissing the shrines of the prophets and the imams, they believe that it does not imply shirk according to their beliefs, nor does it associate that this particular person is equal with Allah, because Allah has the ultimate sovereignty in this entire universe, and Muslims submit to and worship and seek the help from Him only. But Shias maintain the idea that visiting shrines is merely a gesture of respect. They're not actually asking for help from those individuals who passed away. Now let's look at the difference at number 6 when it comes to choosing a leader. When it comes to choosing a leader, Shia and Sunni Muslims have completely different views. Shias believe that the doctrine of an imam is perfect because it comes directly from God, and that the leader of the Muslim community must be a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. Sunnis, on the other hand, don't believe that there is any basis in Islam to have spiritual leaders that are admired or being held in such a regard like this as a leader of a Muslim community. Also, Sunnis believe that leadership shouldn't be a birthright, but it should be a trust that is earned and which may be given or taken away by the people themselves through voting and election. All right, guys, since you reach halfway in this episode, I just want to take this time to let you know that we recently did a video about the 10 differences between Muslim and Christian prophets. So Islam and Christianity, they have a lot of the same prophets that are identified in each of their holy books. However, some of the details are a little bit different, or some of the events are seen at different angles. So it's a very interesting one, looking at the differences and the comparison and everything. So I'll link to it down below in the video description section. Enjoy that one after you finish watching this one. Okay, so let's jump back into this episode. Difference at number 5. And this difference has to do with Al-Mahdi. Although the concept of Al-Mahdi is not an essential doctrine in Sunni Islam, it is popular among both Sunni and Shia Muslims. Both groups agree that he will rule over Muslims and establish justice. However, they differ when it comes to his attributes and his status. Sunni Muslims, generally speaking, do not believe that Mahdi has already been born. Sunnis in general reject the 12-verse Shiite principle. The Mahdi is the 12th and the last in a chain of the purified Imams. He was born on the 15th of Shaban, 255 AH. His name is Muhammad and his titles are Mahdi among others, and his birth was kept a complete secret. And Shias believe that the 12th Imam, yes, will return as the Mahdi with a company of his chosen ones, and his enemies will be led by the Dajjal, or the false Messiah. The next difference we're looking at number 4 is temporary marriage. Temporary marriage is an ancient Islamic practice that usually happened when a man had to travel far distances. And pretty much what these marriages do is it unites a man and a woman as husband and wife, but only for a predetermined and temporary amount of time. Certain Shias still hold on to this practice. However, Sunnis, they view this as adultery. So if you're married and you leave without a divorce, that's adultery, that's a sin. The difference at number 3 leads us to holy cities. Both Sunnis and Shias have 3 common holy cities, which are Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem. The only difference, though, is that Shias also believe that Najaf, Karbala, and Kufa are holy cities as well. Now, an important practice of Shia Islam is that of visiting the shrines of Imams in Iraq and also in Iran. In Iraq, these include the tomb of Imam Ali and also visiting the tomb of his son Imam Hussein, because both are considered to be major Shia martyrs. The difference at number 2 has to deal with angels and their free will. Both Sunnis and Shias, they believe in angels, that God created them from light and they carry out his will. They're powerful creatures and everything. However, angels lead very different lives when it comes to Shia and Sunnis. Okay, so for Shias, they believe that angels obey God's commandments, but they are granted the option to disobey. But with this belief, though, Shias believe angels have no desire to sin, so they remain faithful regardless. But they do have the option to sin if they choose to. Sunnis, though, they feel that angels always obey God's commandments, and that's because that they have no free will at all. So even the potential or the possibility to sin and stray from God isn't even there for angels. So as you can see, that would be a completely different lifestyle when it comes to the angelic beings based on the beliefs of Shia and Sunni Muslims. And finally, we end off with a difference at number 1, and this is the difference in praying. Sunni Muslims, they pray 5 times a day. This is known by everybody, even people that aren't Muslim. Whereas Shia Muslims, they can combine prayers and pray 3 times a day. And one of the things that you can use to identify a Shia praying is that you'll often see a small tablet of clay from a holy place, often from Karbala or a place like that. And on that thing, they place their forehead on it while they're bowing down in prayer. Now for Sunnis have their arms folded in various positions, from below the navel to the chest, right over the left. But Shias keep their arms straight by their sides. And just like that, we've come to the end of another episode. This was a brief look at 10 of the biggest differences between Sunni and Shia Muslims. Hope this video brought a little bit more understanding and highlighted some of the differences. Either way, regardless of where you fall on this spectrum, or if you're not Muslim at all, I'll always want to hear your thoughts and comments down below.
This was amazing. This was amazing. This was educative. The differences, I would say they're small. They're big. They're actually big. Like, wow, they are big. They are very big. Manner of prayer.
Have you heard about the combination of prayers before?
Yeah, I heard about that one too. Also, their way of choosing who rules next. One by bet, one by editing. Difference. Well, while watching it, to be frank, I'm a Christian. But if I'm to join or accept Islam, I'll prefer the Sunni. Because while the explanation, when he was explaining, Sunni feels it was so real, like that was the right path for me. No. So, but seriously, it feels like they're actually going the right way. No, by bits. It feels like they're actually going the right pattern. No, while watching it, that's my own opinion. Yeah, and the amount of prayer by putting our hands here, we praying. For me, I don't know. I know controversy may come through this, but that's how I feel like. Bro, I love the manner of prayer, the way of editing, the way of life. It's different, and they don't support temporary marriage. It's weird. There are a lot of things like if you observe the Sunni life, it's totally different. They don't flog themselves. Yeah, so that I feel like for me, while watching it, I kind of like the Sunni aspect of it, and I support them. I support the like being a Christian. Like it's they all believe in the same God. That'll be true. But I just prefer the Sunni more better. I love the Shia too is amazing, but the Sunni I kind of prefer. I love the explanation from the guy, and now I kind of like know more. Thank God we'll check out this video again because
Like it's kind of
like different from the previous one. Kind of like eye opening. So this was amazing. This was amazing, and I learned from this. This today's my first time doing Shia plays something on the floor to lay their head on. And this is my first time hearing about that. So seeing it, it's cool. Well, what matters is you believe in your faith and you are serving the God, and you guys go to Mecca to worship. You guys give in charity. You don't drink alcohol. You pray. If you don't pray 5 times a day, you say you combine the prayer. It's well accepted. But my Muslim friend of mine told me they don't pray in some places. They don't pray in graveyard, in toilets. So as long as you comply to your religion, for me, it's fine. It's cool. What do you
So it's a nice video, and the difference, just like you said, is a huge difference. It's not just like I don't eat rice, you eat beans. Like it's a very, very big difference. Especially when it comes to the angels part, like the beliefs they have about angels. Some believe that angels can sing because they're not programmed that way. The other believe that they can, but they don't because they choose not to. Like you have a free will and you not having it. There are two different things about it. And even about marriage, like that temporary marriage is a very big red flag for me because it's very weird. Like imagine if you're married, let me say you live in this country, you're married, and then you travel out to a different country and then you get into a temporary marriage just to sustain yourself since you're away. What about the wife you left back at home? Who is going to sustain her?
What about the temporary one you're staying with when you leave?
Yeah, who is going to stay with her? Like, I feel that it's just, I don't know, but
absurd for me.
Being selfish, like you're just trying to make sure that you yourself, you're okay wherever you are, but you're being selfish because someone else is waiting for you and you're still going to leave someone else when you are not.
They just married it too.
But
at least it's not forbidden in Muslims.
Yeah, to marry more than one wife.
Yeah, more than one wife.
But there's a lot that comes to it. Will you love them equally?
It's better than marrying temporary wife. I'm marrying for 6 months. or a year while breaking.
Married it to them and even go back with that one. Or if you're going to come back to the country, she can just stay there. But I disagree with that thing for a while. But other than that, but still the difference is a lot though. Difference between both of them is a lot. Yeah, I think I watched a movie about the video when they are shooting matches. But I don't think it's a play.
People feel like flogging themselves, it's kind of like punishing themselves for the action.
Yeah.
They do something terrible, they feel like guilty, they have to punish themselves for what they've done.
And sometimes we do that. Sometimes you can be in a situation, you just be hitting yourself. I don't know why. But I do that sometimes. It's not necessarily because I feel like...
Sorry for Coach. I feel like we need to know more about Shia more deeply, not just brief of what this guy said right here. I feel like I need to make more research about them and kind of like get to know them more better. The reason why they act so true.
Yeah, that's...
Because it's
Guys, it was interesting, it was educative, and I would love to see more about the differences. Love to understand both sides of Islam a lot better. So please let us know what you think about our reaction. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos.
we'll see you on the next one.